What I'm about to show you completely changed how I trained cardio. Most cardio advice for men is backwards. After more than 30 years as a physical therapist, I've watched men lose their energy, conditioning, and athleticism. Not because they weren't exercising, but because they were doing their cardio wrong. Walking, jogging, biking, they all have their place, but if your goal is to stay strong, energetic, mentally sharp, or even athletic after 50, that's not enough. Today, I'll show you the cardio method that changed the way I train. You'll do it in less time and for less days a week and produce better results most men never experience. And stay with me till the end because I'm going to give you a simple, free eating guide that will fuel this kind of workout. And in a minute, I'll give you the 3 biggest mistakes men make when doing cardio. Your cardiovascular system is designed to adapt to a difficult environment, just like every other system in your body. We know here at Second 50 Strong, if you're not telling your body to grow stronger, it's getting weaker. This is equally true for your cardiovascular system. Your heart is a muscle. Your breathing is completely muscle driven. And just like every other muscles in your body, they get stronger when you strength train them. Not by cruising along with familiar repeated cardio, but by working them hard, letting them recover, and then doing it again. Just like reps and sets in strength training. And here's why this matters. Your heart and lungs' job is to deliver oxygen-rich blood to every other part of your body, especially your brain, which uses huge amounts of oxygen. The better it does that, the more energy you have, the quicker you heal, and the clearer you think. The less old you're going to feel, because blood flow supports every system in your body. When your cardiovascular system gets weak, everything else underperforms. You feel tired, mentally sluggish, and less excited about life. Now, we're told to call that aging, but it's not. It's the chronic, low-grade starving of what your body needs the most to thrive. Oxygen. Just like your other muscles, your cardiovascular system responds incredibly well to strength training, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now. Here's how I'll train a man for cardio after 50. First, I get him cleared medically. That's just the smart thing to do. Then we warm up for 2 to 3 minutes. Think of it like warm-up sets when you're strength training. Now comes the work. For 20 to 30 seconds, we go hard. We get our breathing up. We hit our target heart rate. Then we recover. That's 1 rep. We'll rest 30, 60, maybe 90 seconds, whatever it takes to get the heart rate and breathing back to baseline again. Then we do it again. That's another rep. In the beginning, 1 or 2 reps is enough. And then we don't do it again for 2 to 3 days. We let our body recover and adapt. The next time I see a guy, his heart and lungs are a little bit stronger now. That's exactly how we build all of our other muscles. Why would we train our cardiovascular muscles any differently? And here's what I love about this approach. The whole workout is over in 10 to 15 minutes. You don't grind through an hour of mindless cardio, and you certainly don't do it every day. 2, maybe 3 sessions a week will outperform hours of mindless cardio. Aging men don't need more exercise, we need smarter training. The best cardio exercises are the ones that use your entire body at once. They create more oxygen demand and need to circulate more blood, which creates a bigger cardiovascular adaptation. Here are my 2 favorite cardio tools for men over 50, the Airdyne or Assault Bike. This must be the best conditioning machine ever made. It works your entire upper body, your entire lower body, and your core midsection has to work hard to connect the two. It's low impact with less chance for injury, and it works you hard. My second favorite, the rowing machine. This is the closest second I've ever seen. Every stroke drives with your legs, transfers power up through your midsection, and finishes with your back and arms. It almost uses every muscle in your entire body without pounding your back, knees, or hips. You can also get great results with kettlebell swings or even pushing a weighted sled. The more muscles you use, the higher circulation demand and the stronger your heart and lungs push oxygen-rich blood. I'll never forget one of my patients. He was diagnosed with dementia. He was a truly great guy. He was starting to forget things, losing his concentration, and he had some physical issues, so we worked on his strength and mobility, but we all knew where this was heading for this guy, where his future was. It was really sad. But this time there was an unexpected twist. About a year later, he was diagnosed with pulmonary fibrosis, which completely sucks. But he was put on continuous oxygen, and here's the crazy part. His family said his dementia symptoms vanished. I went to see him, and he was completely mentally normal again. They couldn't believe the difference, and neither could I, right? It was one of the biggest lessons of my physical therapy career. For years, his brain was being quietly starved of oxygen and was completely underperforming. Now, it was finally getting enough oxygen and was running at full speed again. That experience changed me forever. Now I check my oxygen levels on every patient I treat. I don't ever want to miss something like that again. But here's the real point. Your brain depends on high levels of oxygen every second of the day. When your cardiovascular system becomes stronger, you improve your ability to deliver that oxygen-rich blood throughout your body, and most importantly, to your brain that needs it the most. Don't wait until low oxygen starts causing problems. Train for good blood flow now. If you don't have any equipment, no problem. You don't need fancy equipment to build an incredible cardiovascular system. You can do driveway or parking lot sprints. Sprinting uses basically every muscle in the body. It wakes up the heart and lungs fast with explosive effort. To get a good warm-up for sprinting, watch my sprinting video. Sprinting up the driveway and walking back down to recover is 1 rep. Burpees. They're brutal, they're uncomfortable, and they work. Start with a basic burpee, then progress to the push-up burpee. Then add in the jump. Burpees are a full-body explosive move that have massive oxygen demand on your heart and lungs. Go until you're breathing hard and recover. That's 1 rep. And if you're just getting started, that's awesome. Quickly walk up and down a flight of stairs and then rest at the bottom. That's a rep. Find a hill or incline and power walk up and down. Make sure you're pumping your arms to get the whole body involved. You can do floor stands. Lay flat on your back and stand up as quickly as you can. Then get back down with control. That's 1 rep. Keep going until you're breathing hard and then recover on the floor. You can see a pattern here. It doesn't matter which exercise you choose. What matters is that you make your cardiovascular system work hard, recover, and then do it again. That's how you get oxygen-rich blood pushed stronger and faster through your veins. Start where you are and grow from there. Here are the 3 biggest mistakes men over 50 make with cardio. Mistake number 1, staying comfortable. These guys never push themselves. They do the same easy cardio day after day, week after week, at the same easy pace. They're exercising, but they're not training. Their heart and lungs barely get challenged, and their body has no reason to improve. Year after year, they're getting weaker, and they don't even know it. Here's the fix. Every cardio workout should make your heart and lungs work hard. Get your heart rate up, get out of breath, recover, then do it again. That's how you teach your body to pump oxygen-rich blood farther, faster, and with less effort. Mistake number 2, thinking more cardio is better. These guys are finally training hard, but they make the mistake of doing it every day. They're constantly breaking their bodies down, but never letting them build back up. They're trying to be more capable, but they're just racking up small injuries. Here's the fix. Understand, as men over 50, recovery is not optional. It's part of the training. Take 2 or 3 days off between your cardio so you can come back fresh and powerful. Your heart, lungs, and your joints will all thank you for it. Remember, you don't get stronger from your training. You get stronger because you recovered from your training. And mistake number 3, cardio becomes the entire fitness plan. These guys build great endurance, but they never build strength, mobility, and power. They can keep moving for hours, but they can't lift heavy things, move through big ranges of motion, or produce force quickly when life demands it from them. They set themselves up for failure later in life. Here's the fix. Think of your fitness like a 3-legged stool. Raw strength is the foundation. Mobility lets you use your raw strength, and power trains you to move it fast. Cardio training is a great addition to these 3 pillars, but it's not a replacement. Brother, there are enough people who are already telling us to slow down, take it easy, and just accept decline as normal aging. That is total bullshit. You don't have to become tired and frail as an aging man, and you certainly don't have to quietly drift into weakness and decline. You can still become stronger, sharper, more capable, more energetic, and if you want, more dangerous than you are right now. But you have to train for it. That's what Second 50 Strong is all about, building men up into their 60s and 70s and beyond. Your second 50 years can be a major life adventure. But you can't drive your body like a Ferrari if you're fueling it like a lawnmower. That's why I created a free, focused eating system. I call it Building the Predator Plate. It's designed to give you energy, slim you down, and not feel hungry all day. I'll pin it in the comments below. Brother, blood is life, and quick-moving, oxygen-rich blood can give you an action-packed second 50 years. Don't tear yourself down with daily slow grind cardio. Build yourself up by strength training your cardiovascular muscles. Yes, aging is inevitable, death is certain, but decline is a choice. And always remember, most men fade, but you're not most men.